So we're talking swords. What's your favorite type of steel to actually forge with, and then not just forge with, but also use? And if that's different, why?
I've become a huge fan of 80 CRV2, which is a newer steel. It's not new, but it's sort of the replacement for 5160 spring steel. It moves beautifully under the hammer. It's very forgiving, and it is incredibly durable. You can layer it up with a 15 and 20 to get like a Damascus pattern, so it works for that. But at the same time, it's an easy steel to work with. It's super durable. It hits that perfect spot between tough and hardenable.
So a lot of those blade steels that are newer, you were saying it's a new steel. They just don't seem to hold
New.
an edge, kind of like right, newer, like the high carbon does. And you brought up the point, it kind of replaces 5160, which is spring steel. I think that's one of the best steels to work with, just because it's so easily accessible for forge people that are coming out, and then the tolerances are higher. But you said that this one actually takes
Again,
a nickel.
it's a great steel. I mean, the 5160 was what I was building most of my blades out of before I was introduced to the 80 CRV2. But 5160 doesn't move well under the hammer. It's if you've got power tools, it moves great. But hand hammering 5160, it's a slow steel to move. It tempers really well, but it doesn't get very exciting if you try to put a hamon on it or something like that. You just get dead straight hamons. It doesn't necessarily like to weld to other steels very well.
Yeah, Damascus
so it gets
super
limiting,
difficult.
Where the 80 CRV2 doesn't really have any of those issues. Dave Baker from Forged and Fire, and you've been listening to the Reverend and the Reprobate. And this is why you really shouldn't listen.